It was a regular Tuesday afternoon, and Jessica had been eagerly awaiting the arrival of her new bed. She had recently moved into her first apartment and had been dealing with an old mattress that had seen better days. She was ready for something fresh, something that would make her feel more at home in this new chapter of her life. With a phone call from the delivery service, her excitement skyrocketed. Little did she know that this simple delivery would lead to an encounter that would leave a lasting impression on her. When the doorbell rang, Jessica hurried to answer it. Standing there was a tall, strong man with a warm smile, dressed in a worn-out but practical delivery uniform. His deep voice resonated as he greeted her with, "Hey, how's it going? We've got your bed here." His presence immediately caught her attention. Unlike the usual hurried delivery drivers she had encountered, Marcus carried an aura of confidence and kindness that was magnetic. There was something about him that made Jessica pause, something in his calm and steady demeanor that piqued her curiosity. She motioned for him to bring the bed inside, feeling a little self-conscious for being so drawn to someone she had just met. As they worked together, moving the bed into place, she couldn't help but admire the ease with which he handled the situation. His energy was peaceful, almost as if the weight of the task didn't bother him at all. It was clear to her that he was doing more than just a job. He was taking pride in his work, and it made her feel like she was in the presence of someone truly special. As Marcus set the bed down, Jessica couldn't help but feel unusually captivated by him. She had been trying to focus on the task, but it wasn't just his physical presence that stood out. It was the way he moved with such effortless confidence. He wasn't boastful, nor did he seem overly eager to impress. There was a calm and quiet strength about him that made Jessica pause. His respect for her, his attention to detail, and the way he treated everything with such care were traits she didn't often see. In a world full of noisy, hurried interactions, Marcus felt like a breath of fresh air. "Where are you from, Marcus?" Jessica asked, her curiosity getting the better of her. She hadn't expected to feel this intrigued by a simple conversation with a delivery driver, but here she was, asking questions she hadn't planned to ask. "Born and raised in this city," he replied with a soft grin, his eyes sparkling as he adjusted the bed frame. "What about you?" "I'm new here," she said, a little shy, returning his smile. "Just moved into the area." "You'll love it here," he said confidently. "There's plenty to explore, and if you find the right spots, it's pretty peaceful." Their small talk flowed naturally after that. She began to find herself genuinely interested in his stories, the way he spoke about the neighborhood, his job, and the people he encountered. Jessica had never imagined that a simple bed delivery could spark such a connection, but in that moment, she found herself looking forward to learning more about Marcus, the man who had made her move feel even more real. As Marcus finished setting up the bed, Jessica moved to check how it looked in the room. It was exactly what she had envisioned: simple, comfortable, and functional. But there was something else about it, something beyond the bed itself. It was the way the room felt now, warmer and more inviting. Jessica couldn't quite put her finger on it, but Marcus's presence had an unexpected effect. It was as if his energy had infused the space, making it feel more like home, more alive. As he started gathering his tools, preparing to leave, he paused and turned toward her, an expression of curiosity on his face. "Hey, you don't mind me saying this, but you're exactly my type, you know that?" he said casually. Jessica's heart skipped a beat. She hadn't been expecting this. His statement wasn't extravagant or over the top. It was simple, but there was something so genuine in his voice. She had been so focused on setting up her new place that she hadn't even realized the chemistry between them had been building. "What do you mean?" she asked, a little surprised, unsure if it was just a polite compliment or something deeper. "I mean," he said, his smile softening, "you're confident, easy to talk to, and there's a warmth about you. You're the kind of person who knows what they want." His words left her blinking in surprise. Jessica wasn't used to such directness. Jessica wasn't used to such directness. Most people, especially men, would beat around the bush or hesitate. But Marcus, he spoke plainly, honestly, making her feel seen in a way that was rare and refreshing. It was a compliment, but it also felt like an acknowledgement of who she was, and it left her speechless for a moment. It was strange. She hadn't expected to feel a connection with someone she had just met in the most mundane way possible, through a bed delivery. Yet, as they continued to chat, the space between them felt smaller, their conversations more intimate. There was something undeniably magnetic about him. "I don't know if I'm your type, though," Jessica joked, feeling a little self-conscious. "But I do appreciate the compliment." "Trust me, you are," Marcus said, and there was something in his voice that made her believe him. "I just say what I feel, no filters." Jessica smiled, her cheeks slightly flushed. "Well, you've got a way of making a delivery much more interesting, I'll say that." She laughed, feeling the awkwardness slip away. Their eyes met for a brief moment. It was like time slowed down for just a second. The kind of connection that's rare but happens when two people are truly present with each other. As Marcus grabbed the last of his equipment and turned toward the door, he offered a final smile. "I hope you enjoy your new bed. If you ever need anything else, don't hesitate to ask," he said with a friendly warmth in his voice. Imagine waiting for a simple bed delivery, but what if it led to something more? A moment that completely changes how you view unexpected encounters. What happens when a delivery driver says, "You're exactly my type"? Stick around, because this story will make you believe that sometimes the most ordinary moments can spark something extraordinary. Let's dive in. Jessica couldn't help but smile back, feeling unexpected flutter in her chest. "I'll definitely remember that." "Thanks for everything, Marcus," she replied, her words tinged with sincerity. His gesture, simple as it was, felt genuine and made her feel appreciated. With that, Marcus made his way out of the apartment, leaving Jessica standing in the middle of the room. She took a deep breath, her thoughts racing as she replayed the encounter in her mind. Something about the way he carried himself, the way he spoke to her, left her feeling both excited and curious. She hadn't expected this kind of connection from what seemed like a routine delivery. As he left, Jessica wasn't sure where things would go from here. She couldn't even tell if this was the start of something more. But one thing was clear: sometimes, the best connections happen when you least expect them. Whether this moment was a brief spark or the beginning of something deeper, it had left a mark on her heart. She stood there, smiling to herself, full of wonder about what life might bring next. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more surprising moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Your support helps me bring more amazing stories to life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.